you just go ahead and do that. Hi, I'm Dirk Strongman at Theron Q Ramacharaka. Thank you for selecting this video on the effects of sound, in this case, music. Alright, but before I get started, if by the end of the video you found that you liked it, then please give it a thumb up. I'll remind you at that time too. And if you haven't done so already in your life, then please subscribe to the channel. Now, activate the notification bell feature. And as always, share the joy of this channel with others. And now those things having been humbly requested, on with the show. Thank you again for selecting this video on the effects of sound. Now, and listen, my wife just now is over there at the other end of the living room. She's playing some music. She said it was too quiet in here. It's almost 5 o'clock in the morning. And I said, well, play some music. So she put on the Trans-Siberian Orchestra. The specific song playing right now is A Christmas Canon, or Christmas Canon. Alright, so I got caught up in the emotion as soon as I heard this starting. I've heard it before, not their version of it, but this is an old piece. I don't know when it originated, who created it. But it's heartbreaking. It's just the music, you know, and the orchestration that always goes with the composition. It's tender and it's emotionally moving. And I noticed that once again. Could you turn it up a bit, please, so that maybe the peoples can hear it? Maybe you'll recognize this. Just a moment of it. A little louder, please. Thank you. You turn it back down now. So, if you could hear that, do you recognize it? Or even if you don't, can you recognize its emotional power? I mean, a little of that can go a long way into a hard man's heart, you know. Well, anyway, if that is the way that is, and I'm indicating that it is, and I'm hoping you can recognize that, then what about, let's say, I had just said to her, whoa, I especially wouldn't want to be alone, like there by myself, at a stadium where that was being played live on stage. You know, with all the speakers up on every light pole at the stadium, and then the stacks of horns, you know, like big giant PA system speakers lining the back of the stage and up high, you know, on a scaffold. With the lights on the stage, you know, like at night, and so forth, the whole show. I wouldn't want to be alone there, listening to that and watching that being played. With the mass, let's say there are 100,000 people in this stadium audience. Mass wave of emotion sweeping through everybody. At that time, that would be overwhelming to me. Then I thought of something contrasting. What if it were a concert, a show, a musical performance of something of the opposite nature? You know, something back-stiffening, something perhaps of a violent nature. The music and the sounds. What if the sounds were clashing? Abrasive. What if the verbal message and the lyrics was inflaming, inflammatory? What would that do to me? What would it do to you? So what's the point of the video? That latter kind of thing, except it may be in some rare cases, would not be conducive to personal involvement. Kind of work in the other direction. So, there are some people who don't believe that sounds or music or any kind of sensory input, but this is auditory in this case, and especially, specifically in the case of music, the instrumental as well as the lyrical phases of music. Don't believe that there's much effect. Here I'm suggesting that if it's not a consciously recognizable effect, then it's a subconscious one. It's still happening. It's natural. That's normal. So, be careful. When you can select what comes in to into your mind musically, when you can select, then be discriminate about it. Consider the consequences of your selection, and then make a decision. All right. Thank you again for selecting this video on the effects of music. Mental effects of music, the psychological effects of music. And if you liked the video, here's a reminder, give it a thumb up now, please. And if you didn't do so at the beginning of the video, then before your life wastes away any longer, take the moment right now, while you're still right here, and subscribe to the channel and activate the notification bell feature. And then, as always, share the joy of this channel with others. You heard it here on Taranki Ramacharaka. I am Turk Strongman. Go be well.